Coach, can you think of a better send-off for Jared Cole, the way he played in that ball game today?
No, I really can't. He was phenomenal. I mean, and it was right from the beginning. He established, you know, how we were going to play effort-wise, and at the defensive end. You got to defend this team; they're too good. And then offensively, you know, we didn't have those prolonged scoring droughts. He was getting offensive rebounds, putbacks. He and Melson had some big putbacks for us when we really needed it. I'm just really proud. I'm happy for him. I'm proud of him and happy for him.
How much was winning for Jared kind of motivation for this team?
You know, I think in a lot of ways, everyone feels the same way about him. They appreciate his effort, his smile, his leadership, his competitive instincts, the way he has helped our younger players develop on the floor, in the locker room. I mean, we all want it.
Fran, what's this mean for your program overall to finally get over this hump and beat the ranked team?
Well, we came close a couple times.
Yeah.
We really did. And, you know, this team was probably playing better than all of them. So, you know, from that standpoint, I think it was great. But I also think the thing that Matt has done at Purdue, he's established, I said this on the air, he's established an identity in terms of how they're going to play. They're going to compete at the highest possible level. So anything short of that, you can't beat them. So for us to win today, we had to establish that we could play with those same competitive instincts and keep fighting and overcome their runs and their big shots and just keep coming. And that's what they do, and that's why they have 25 wins. You know, so we have to consistently do what we did today, play with that kind of composure and that kind of effort, and great things happen.
You all the way down your bench, Fran, it seemed like every guy you put in contributed. Archie, May, that, you know, they played better than they have in a long time, and all the way down the lineup, it seemed like.
You know, I thought Eric May was pretty darn good today. I really did, and I thought Archie was fabulous. Brahmer was good, and then he got those fouls. You know, he was in foul trouble. But you're right. I mean, everybody that I put in, Zach hit a big three in the first half, and I thought was solid. But, you know, for us to beat a team that's ranked in the top 10, you know, I need everybody to contribute to their capabilities. They don't have to play perfect basketball, but they have to play up to their capabilities and contribute in a positive way. You know, we out-rebounded them. You know, we probably had a few too many turnovers. You know, we can live with 13 the way we play. And, you know, we didn't kill it shooting-wise, but you know, we made enough shots and got enough seconds and got enough stops.
You talked about Bryce's effort. He looked walked out of the game because you didn't think he'd play the rest of the year.
Yeah, I thought he was done. You know, at first I thought he really turned his ankle, but it was cramps. You know, and sometimes they go away quickly, and sometimes it takes forever. Luckily, we have a great training staff. It took him a while, but they got him able to play. He made a big shot for us down the stretch, handled the ball. Really proud of him.
Talk about Matt's defense on Antoine Moore.
It's been like that pretty consistently, you know, and I got to give him credit. I mean, I have been giving him credit because I do think it's affected his ability offensively to make a shot or two more than maybe, but he has given it everything he's got, and he is really going after the other team's best offensive perimeter player. He wants that guy. He's going after him. He's fighting through every screen, and that is really difficult to do from a stamina standpoint. He's really got himself in phenomenal shape, and he just stays after it. And it seems like he can go another 40 minutes.
Do you believe in things evening out? You know, Bryce has had a couple of shots to win games, and today he puts a shot up there from the lane that hits the rim and dances around and goes in this time.
You know, it's funny. I thought the one against Wisconsin was going to go in, and this one was going to miss. So, you know, he definitely had one of those coming his way.
Can you talk about how the team responded during that stretch when he was out? Things could have gone south.
Well, I was really concerned in that stretch with Marvel's stamina to get us home. And we were discussing on the bench, you know, do I go back with Eric and keep our experience out there and play Matt at the one? Do I go with Brandon Stubbs? Do I put Sturmer in there? He's got more game experience as a guard, not really a point guard. And I thought Dev, I mean, he had a couple turnovers when he got jammed up over there on the side, but for the most part, I thought his decision-making was good. He got the ball up the floor against full court pressure. And I thought he was terrific. I mean, I know he only shot 1 for 9, but I thought he had a really good game. 7 rebounds, 3 assists. I thought he was terrific.
Could you kind of figure that this is the time when the team has worked so hard, they finally had things going for them?
Well, the thing about it is, Purdue kept coming. They made big plays and big shots, and it wasn't like they rolled over. We had to keep doing the same thing, and it was different players at different times. And I think that's the thing that makes this win so enjoyable. You can think of, Melson's tip dunk, Jared Cole's elbow jumper, Bryce's play, Matt Gaten's 2 free throws. There were so many plays. Archie's steal, he was down there really wreaking havoc defensively, so I was really proud of him.
Fran, you described Jared's play as phenomenal. Does it even go to another level, the fact that he did it against possibly the Big Ten Player of the Year?
Well, I don't think there's any question he's the Big Ten Player of the Year. That's who I voted for. And with all due respect to some other guys who had great years, he's a lottery pick. There's no question about that. And I think he knows, Johnson that is, that every time he takes the floor, everybody else knows that, and they're coming after him. So he went up against a guy that I think he has come to respect over the years as a senior that is really a defensive-oriented player that does whatever we need him to do. He's doing a little more offensively this year because we've asked him to do that, and he's got it in him. I think for Jared Cole to be able to do it against a guy of that caliber, on national TV, on senior day with his family here, I can't think of a better thing to happen for a great young man.
What does a win like this do for you guys going into the Big Ten tournament next week?
Well, it should give us some confidence to know that we can beat good teams. We have to beat 4 of them, in succession. So, this is clearly one of the better teams, not the best, and we beat them. So, it gives a lot of confidence.
Head up and keep moving.
I think that's the result of having a great captain and a great senior. Jared Cole won't let this team get down. He won't let them give up on each other or themselves. We've had different players at different times really struggle. Others have picked up, and others have, if you were at practice yesterday, you would not have been surprised at what you just saw. The guys really came with the right attitude, ready to work. That's a reflection on Jared Cole and his leadership and what he says in the locker room, what he says privately, because he's got phenomenal credibility when he opens his mouth to his teammates.